What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Whew. Welcome back to the channel. I apologize if I'm a little winded. I just got back from taking my brother I just got back from taking my brother to the bus stop because he was staying here for a week, and he actually leaves tomorrow at the time of this recording. Whew. So tonight I give you guys the result and review for NXT TAKEOVER 25. So we kick it off with probably a very strange rivalry, I will say, between the original bro Matt Riddle and a member of the Undisputed Era, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong. This was probably a very interesting rivalry, knowing the fact that both superstars were chasing after. I think so they were both chasing after the NXT North American Championship, which is being held by the Velveteen Dream, which we'll get to that match in a bit. And it was just an all-out brawl. Palm strikes, fists to the face, super kicks, pretty much everything but the kitchen sink. And the closing moments of the match, Matt Riddle hits a modified version of a Gotch neutralizer, kind of a move similar to that. It was kind of hard to understand what Mauro Ranallo was saying, because he said that it was called something, but with that, a pinfall victory, and Matt Riddle picks up the pinfall. So of course, one member of the Undisputed Era had lost. So then we move on to the other two members of the Undisputed Era. Actually, you know what? My review on the Strong Riddle match. Honestly, the rivalry just wasn't there. The chemistry between the two was not there, and the fact that. So hold on, guys. Hold on. Ooh. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, and the fact that this rivalry was a little bit bland, I gotta give this match only 2 stars. I think don't get me wrong, the match was good, but the rivalry itself just wasn't really there. Yeah, so again, I gotta give it 2 stars. And if you guys are wondering, I'm doing this, it's because I part of my autistic disability is that I have Tourette's, so I do this a lot. I literally blink my eyes, and I do that a lot. So I hope you guys can understand my disabilities. But anyway, guys. So we move on to to the Fatal 4-Way Ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team titles between the Street Profits, the Forgotten Sons, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake, the team of Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, and of course Undisputed Era members Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, the OG tag team of the Undisputed Era. If you guys remember, a number of weeks ago on NXT TV, the Viking Raiders actually relinquished the titles because they were already a part of Raw, and there was really nothing left for the Viking Raiders to do in NXT. So they decided to relinquish the titles and ended up defending the titles in the end against the Street Profits, and that match ended in a disqualification because the Forgotten Sons had gotten involved. So that time, it just ended in an all-out brawl between the Undisputed Era, the Forgotten Sons, Burch and Lorcan, and of course the Street Profits. So it landed with those 4 teams beating the holy hell out of each other. Some of the main points that I want to add into this match, into this review, was that Bobby Fish had suffered an injury during the match. He actually injured his left arm, his left shoulder, during the match. Kyle O'Reilly literally had his back destroyed countless times by Jackson Ryker, who actually got involved in the match. And not only that, but Jackson Ryker just kept, he would get hit by a ladder, he would get up and want some more. It was absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. And at the closing moments of the match, Kyle O'Reilly was holding the ladder for Bobby Fish to climb the ladder and grab the tiles, but Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits went under the ladder and speared Kyle O'Reilly, and Montez Ford pushed Bobby Fish off the ladder, and Montez Ford grabs the titles. So the Street Profits are finally NXT Tag Team Champions. This was actually a pretty subtle rivalry between these four teams. Knowing the fact that Fish and O'Reilly are the only tag team in the NXT brand of the four teams that actually held the NXT titles. However, if you guys recall, Wesley Blake is a former NXT Tag Team Champion in his own right. So he would have been a two-time Tag Team Champion. As what actually Kyle O'Reilly would have been. I think he. No, yeah, he would be. He would have been also a two-time Tag Team Champion. This was all out chaos. The one thing that I was a bit distraught about was the fact that Jackson Ryker got involved, and honestly we all knew it was gonna happen. We all knew that Jackson Ryker would get involved, and we knew that something like that would happen. But overall, Street Profits winning the match, I can't complain. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for the Forgotten Sons to win it, seeing as how they were forgotten. But overall, Street Profits Tag Team Champions, I cannot complain. This match, definitely 3 stars. So next up, we actually move on to the North American Championship as the Velveteen Dream defended his title against, Prince Pretty. Tyler Breeze, first takeover in about 3 years, actually. I think it's been about 3-4 years since he got called up to the main roster, and first match he ended up losing. I will admit, Velveteen Dream was very cunning. He was smart. That was probably, the way the match ended, that was pretty clever by the Velveteen Dream, and a bit of show of respect a little bit by taking a selfie. Then again, this is Tyler Breeze we're talking about here. He always takes selfies, so it's all good. I really can't complain though at all. The one thing that I will take away from this match was the fact that honestly, there wasn't anything that was pretty bad. There was actually nothing bad about the match other than the fact that during the match, Velveteen Dream tried to take the easy way out by hitting Breeze with the title. That's the only thing that I'll take away. Other than that, this is an easy 3 stars. So moving on to the NXT Women's title, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai. Honestly, this is... Move my camera a little bit. There we go. Honestly, this is one match that I was kind of hoping that Io Shirai would win, but unfortunately, even with Candice LeRae, Io Shirai had no choice but to tap out to the Kiributa clutch. The one thing that I will take away from this match, out of some of the higher points of this match, was the fact that it was an all-out brawl. It was back and forth. Of course, too, Shayna Baszler did hit Io Shirai with a reality check, which that's what she calls it anyway, where she basically hits your arm, like snaps it, like just like snaps it, like this whole thing, like the whole arm goes that way, and and your body is, and your shoulder is not supposed to do that. Like, there we go. Like it's not. It's not supposed to do that. Um, and the closing moments of the match, Io Shirai was about to hit her signature moonsault, but of course Duke and Shafir got involved somewhat anyway, and Candice LeRae attacked both of them with a kendo stick, and unfortunately, even with that, Io Shirai still tapped out. I feel bad for Io. I was always a fan of her since the Mae Young Classic last year. She kind of reminds me a little bit of what's her name? Oh, I cannot remember her name. Honestly, I don't remember her name right now. Oh my god. She kind of reminds me of Lita. Lita is her name. Lita. That's who Io Shirai reminds me of a little bit. Is of Lita with her aerial moves and all that. That's who Io Shirai reminds me of. That, like, one of the big takeaways from the match was the fact that Duke and Shafir went up to ringside, and the distraction cost Io Shirai the match. Of course, too, after the match, Io Shirai attacked Shayna Baszler with a kendo stick and delivered a moonsault with the steel chair onto Io Shirai. What? That part, I gotta give honestly, I gotta give this 3.5 stars because of that ending. Alright, you guys, NXT Championship main event, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole for the NXT title. Yes, so there have been rumors about Johnny Gargano and his injuries. Yes, the rumors were indeed true. Johnny Gargano suffered a knee injury at several live events over the course of the last several weeks that led up to Takeover 25 in Bridgeport, and I have to admit, this was a very, very enjoyable match. This was like the rivalry was there, the chemistry was there, everything about the match was all there. There were more Adam Cole fans than Johnny Gargano fans. Why? I don't know, but you know what? I was very pleased with the match. I was happy. I was happy that this match actually went long. As long as it did. But in the end, the knee injury gave out. Like, just completely stopped on Johnny Gargano. His knee gave out, and Adam Cole hit not one but two Panama Sunrises at the closing moments of the match. Two Panama Sunrises, and a last shot knee strike to the back of the head gave Adam Cole the NXT Championship. This is something that Adam Cole has been wanting for over a year since he debuted at NXT TAKEOVER Brooklyn 3. So this is so literally almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. It'll actually be 2 years in Toronto at TakeOver Toronto. So if he holds on to the title until then, he'll be walking into NXT TakeOver Toronto as the NXT champion, which is pretty huge for him because this is something that he's wanted since he got to NXT at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. This is what NXT was all about. I loved it. It was absolutely incredible. No, I can't take anything away from this match other than the fact that Adam Cole was trolling. He was trolling. He was waving, calling for his members of the Undisputed Era to come out, and it was a troll. It was a troll, which Adam Cole. I mean, it's Adam Cole. You really can't be all that surprised. But overall, this match definitely 4 stars. So overall, the event itself was pretty good. The venue was actually relatively nice. Was actually relatively cool. Really, not big, but like medium size. I'll say like a medium sized crowd. Probably one of the top 5 best takeovers I had ever seen in a long time. So overall, I gotta give this event 3.5 stars. And with that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so y'all don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Stay tuned because next week I will be doing a vlog as to why I have not posted all of this week. I think the last time I posted was literally just 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and I will explain why. So stay tuned for that, and of course to Twitter, Instagram, you guys can follow me there. Links are down below as well. Fan mail, if you guys want to send fan mail, my home address is down below, so you guys can send fan mail. And on that, this is your boy Nash signing out.